Welcome to the Christmas Connection, where the magic of the season comes alive. Join your host, Dawn Mack, as she connects you to the heart of the holidays. From cherished traditions and inspiring stories to conversations with the people who make this time of year truly special. So grab a cup of cocoa, get comfy by the tree, and let's celebrate the joy of the season together. This is the Christmas Connection.
Hello and welcome to the Christmas Connection. I'm your host, Dawn Mack, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. And I have got a great guest in store for you. My guest is the talented Emily Alatalo, who stars in the brand new Great American Family holiday movie, Christmas North of Nashville. She also appears in the uplifting faith-based series, Crossroad Springs. And by the way, season 2 returns in spring of 2026. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. We'll be chatting with Emily about her role in this heartwarming Christmas movie, her work on the series, and maybe even a few of her own holiday traditions along the way. So grab a cup of cocoa, get comfy by the tree, and let's welcome Emily to the show. Emily, welcome. It's wonderful to have you here.
So happy to be here.
Oh, it's good to see you. Well, I have to start right off the bat with I think something that kind of totally encompasses you as a person. And, you know, I know you come from a family full of athletes and outdoor adventures. And I mean, you've done everything from gymnastics and wrestling, and you even hiked the Appalachian Trail, which I found most impressive because my dad, my brother was in Scouts. They hiked the Appalachian Trail. So I know that is not a small feat. So what a task. What an incredible task.
Thank you. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love talking about that. That was probably the best thing I've ever done in my life. I had the most fun and it was the most rewarding and just such a magical experience.
Yeah. I mean, for the listeners who don't know, it's over 2,000 miles. So, I mean, that's no small feat. It's not a small trek and it takes a while and you really have to have the stamina to do it. So,
oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's more a mental game than anything, to be honest.
Yes. It is.
Wow.
And hiking in the mountains is always so challenging anyway, but when you say you're going to tackle the trail, that's a whole different ballgame. So
yes, that's for sure. But I met so many amazing people that made everything that much easier. You're by yourself and it's raining and you feel exhausted and you're hungry and you're tired. And then you meet some hiker with a beautiful story and they've got a great attitude and energy, and then all of a sudden it's fun again and you're having a great time and you don't feel all those aches and pains as much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's easy to forget that too. It kind of helps you get through it and push through it.
Absolutely.
So how does someone with that kind of adventurous athletic background end up into, finding your way into acting?
Well, when I was young, my grandfather always used to say, Amelia Godzilla, you're going to be an actress one day. And I guess he'd say that just because I was always, forcing my family to sit down and watch me do plays or dances or sing for them, even though I couldn't. And one summer he put me in theater classes and I hated it. I did not like it. I didn't like it at all. I was, more into gymnastics and horseback riding and hanging out outside at that time. And so having to learn lines and sit still inside a theater during summer break was not the best for me. Mm-hmm. But years later, that always stuck with me that he would say that. So when I was in university, I decided to do some weekend classes, just go take some acting classes and see what it's all about. And I ended up totally falling in love with the craft. It was nothing like I thought it would be, and so much more difficult and beautiful. And I just thought, wow, this is something I really need to look into and learn more about.
It is amazing to me. And I think every actor has a different story as to how they embark on getting into the profession. Mm-hmm. And, and sometimes it's an accident, sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's a happy accident. And I think in your case, for viewers and fans alike, we're just thrilled that you decided to pursue it, honestly.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. So nice to hear.
I want to congratulate you on all your recent success with Crossroad Springs. We have to talk about that. And,
We have to. Oh.
you star as Dr. Janet Hamilton in this faith-based series. So, your character seems to carry both strength and vulnerability. And how
Mm.
do you approach balancing those qualities so the character feels more authentic to viewers?
I think with Janet, I really related to a lot of the themes of the show and also what Janet personally is going through. And so for her, I've really tried to just see each scene and each moment as I would see it. I don't think she's that different from me personally. And so I think playing Janet has been, it's been not easy. I don't want to say easy, but it's been easier to like slip into her shoes than some other characters that I've played. I think that, I'm certainly not a doctor. I'm not as smart as Janet, that's for sure. But a lot of the family stuff and also Janet's struggle with balancing career and family and having a calling to a career that means so much to her, but also wanting to be fully present at home and with family is something I can deeply relate to, because being an actor, you're certainly missing a lot of family events and it's a lot of sacrifice. And that's really, I think, a similar substitution for Janet.
Yeah. And I think your character and the show alike, so many viewers can really relate to the show because the themes and the challenges that are going on are so relatable. I mean,
Yeah.
we've all been through similar situations and trying to figure out the challenges of life and how to navigate those and what's the best way to get through them. So I love the series. It's just a
Oh, I'm so
remarkable
glad.
first season. So I'm glad. I was
There's
so
so
happy
much
to
to
hear
come.
I know. I was so happy to hear it's going to continue. So this is so awesome. I know fans are excited. So the series has touched on themes of redemption and community. And what has been the most rewarding aspect of being part of a story like this?
I think for me, even right from the beginning, when we didn't even have scripts yet, it was just a treatment that Paula wrote. So kind of the idea of what it's going to be, I was crying from the beginning. Like, just, it feels like it's so relevant right now. And for me personally, that feeling of needing to be close to family and remembering what's really important in life is just a huge theme in my life right now. And just remembering, coming back to your roots and remembering what really matters in this world. And this show is just, it's all about that. And it's so wholesome and good. And, it's really refreshing to be a part of something that feels good to go to. And it feels good telling the story and being a part of the bigger mission. It really feels like being a part of something special.
I have cried every single episode, or I've caught myself tearing up, and I'm like, golly, it happened again, but you can't help it. I mean, you really feel the emotions of the characters and the storylines, and there's just so much feeling in this show. And
so much. And there's something for everyone too. I think
exactly.
Like for me personally, I'm really relating to Tina right now. She's pregnant and she's wanting to have this family and safe and this and that. And my husband and I don't have any children yet, but of course that's something we look to in the future. And, I was talking to my mom and she said she's really relating to Aunt Amy and what she's going through and her struggles. And it's every person I talk to says that they're kind of connecting to someone different. And I love that about this show. It's so fun being part of that ensemble.
And speaking of your husband, Franco Lopresti, I mean, he has done an amazing job in the series as well. And, he's played your love interest in the series. So what has it been like, working with him, knowing that off screen, you guys are a real life couple, you're married and you've been in several projects together. So this is not the first time. So what is it like? I mean, that experience.
It's so fun. I'm sure anyone can relate when you have a partner and you get to see them do something that they're so good at and so passionate about. I think that's the most attractive thing in the world. Just getting to, it doesn't matter what that passion is, but getting to see someone you love do something that really fires them up is just such a beautiful thing. And we have so much fun together, and even just little things like getting to run lines together the night before in the hotel, and oh, I have this idea, and what if we do that, and getting to work the scene together is just so fun and so awesome. And then on set, it's kind of a challenge because we have to remember we're Janet and Eric are not, their relationship is very different from our relationship.
Right.
So sometimes, Marco, our director, has been really good at kind of reining us in, or remember, guys, we're Janet and Eric today, not Emily and Franco. So
Right,
that's a
right.
challenge sometimes.
And I know viewers, the character has gone off to follow his dreams and pursue.
Hmm.
But the viewers are, I think, secretly hoping he returns next season and that you guys get to pick up where you left off. So it remains to be seen. Don't give us any
Yes.
spoilers, but
No,
that is
no
the hope.
spoilers at all, but we will see what happens. There's some interesting stuff going on in the next few episodes. I'm very excited for viewers to see.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about your new holiday film, Christmas North of Nashville, which is going to air on
Yes.
Great American Family. Can't wait to see it. I know you're starring opposite Jonathan Stoddard, who also stars in Crossroad Springs. But, oh my gosh, tell us a little bit about your character in that movie and the film without giving too much away.
Okay, so Jules, I play Jules Parker, and Jules is really ambitious and driven. She works in the marketing world, and she is someone who is really disconnected from family at this point in time in her life, and doesn't really go home, begrudgingly will go home once or twice a year, and is really focused on work and very single-minded in that way. And something happens. There's a set of circumstances where I have to come home and kind of step into the role that my mom has been fulfilling in our community, in our hometown. And it's this beautiful adventure that she goes on, realizing how similar she is to her mother, even though she would say at the beginning of the story, it'd be like, oh, we couldn't be further apart. I'm nothing like my mom. But realizing and being around her roots in her hometown and an old flame from the past, and just seeing, wow, we're not so different after all.
Yeah. I mean, so many fans love holiday movies. I mean,
Hmm.
I am no exception. I love this time of year. I'm one of these junkies that starts in October when the movies begin, and I just am all the way through. And
Me too.
and I think it's the heart and hope of the movies that keeps
Mhm.
people coming back. So what message from Christmas North of Nashville do you hope that viewers take away from that?
That's a good question. I think for me, what I really took away from it was just life can be so busy and so hectic, and we can get so caught up in what's going on with us personally that we forget to kind of take a breath and just be present with those that mean so much to you, with your loved ones, your friends. Just slow down and open your eyes and look around, and just really be present with your loved ones. And I think magic happens when you do that.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, everyone lives such a fast-paced life,
Hmm.
and the holidays are a great, reason to do that, to slow down and just savor every moment because they go by so incredibly fast as it is. I mean, you blink and it's the new year. So,
Hmm.
as I get older, I really try to savor it more, but it's easy to forget that as you're kind of going about the daily routine of life.
Right, right.
Um, you have brought so many Christmas stories to life on screen. And when it comes to your own life, what's one holiday tradition or memory that always brings you that sense of joy or peace each year?
So my family, we grew up really close with all the cousins and all the aunts and uncles and grandparents and everyone. And every year at Christmas time, my grandpa used to organize a sleigh ride. So we'd all go
Oh,
in the back of the sleigh, and we'd go through the snow, and there would be, hot cocoa and magic and bonfires, and we enjoyed it so much. But then as the climate is changing, there wasn't enough snow at Christmas. So we kind of pivoted into doing a family hockey game, because I am Canadian, so hockey is a
mm-hmm.
big part of our world. And so we started with the sleigh rides, and then we ended up doing family hockey games every year at Christmas. And it's something that we've carried on. And now cousins and family members are starting their own families and doing their own traditions. So we've kind of fallen off that a little bit, but it's just, I look back so fondly on those memories. Just everyone getting together and having fun. Doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah, for sure. And it sounds like the way you describe that, it sounds like I could just see it in a Christmas movie too,
Right.
just
That's what it
unfolding the
felt
sleigh
like.
ride and the hockey
Yeah.
game and all the things, just tradition. And I think
And all the
tradition is
cousins
so
running
important.
around and
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, tradition is so important during the holiday season. I think it grounds people and it's nostalgic. And I think that's one of the reasons why people get so excited about the season. It's because they
I
get to
agree.
embark on those things that they may not do the other 364 days of the year, so to speak.
Right.
So, it's a good time. So when you're not working, how do you like to unwind and recharge?
Oh, wow. Okay. I have gotten really into crafting again. I loved doing arts and crafts with,
Mm-hmm.
well, my cousins like crazy. All we would do is do arts and crafts when we were little. And recently, I've just started to get back into it. I just got a wood burner. So I don't know if you've ever used
Oh,
one, but
I haven't.
you can any type of wood block or a wood round, and it's a hot tip and kind of like a soldering iron, and you can essentially you're drawing, but you're burning into the wood, and then it makes these
Nice.
beautiful. And it's really hard to mess it up. Like even if it's not going well, you can kind of just add a little more of this and that, and I find it very meditative and peaceful, and just a nice tea and some crafts. That's my jam right now. If I'm not outdoors hiking, of course. I do a lot of hiking, but crafting is my new love.
It's really therapeutic. I think anything that causes you to just get still and just focus in on something that, you can meditate or whatever. It is one of the best feelings in the world, and it does
Yes.
help you to recharge from the busyness of life and just
Yes, and from
have some.
scrolling and from, just being able to focus on one thing and let that creativity out is
Mhm.
so amazing.
And then your output, what you get, what you produced, and you get to
Hmm.
see the fruits of your labor in that way. It's
Right.
amazing. Hmm.
Yes, and a good idea for gifting too. We
Absolutely.
we do that at Christmas time. We do a steal the gift, but with homemade gifts. So people aren't
Hmm.
forced to go out and spend a bunch of money. We make a homemade gift and then we trade it
Those
and
are
see
so
what
much
happens.
more valuable anyway.
I
I
agree.
think it just because they're keepsakes, they're one of a kind, and they're not replicated. You can't go buy it in the store. And the memories that, are attached to that are forever. So it's a beautiful
I love
thing.
that.
Well, Emily, it has been such a joy speaking with you and talking
Dawn, that
about your
was so
brand new
fun.
movie. And I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today. It's been a blessing and wonderful.
Well, thank you. And call anytime. I'd love to chat.
Oh, absolutely. Same here. Well, take care and wishing you and your husband and the crew and cast of the movie and Crossroad Springs and the whole nine a wonderful holiday season.
Thank you, Dawn. Same to you.
Thank you, Emily. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Such a wonderful conversation with Emily Alatalo. And I want to thank Emily for being my special guest. Don't miss her in Christmas North of Nashville, premiering on Great American Family and in the inspiring series Crossroad Springs. If you enjoyed today's interview, be sure to follow the Christmas Connection wherever you listen and visit ChristmasConnects.com for more interviews, features, and holiday music news. Until next time, I'm Dawn Mack wishing you peace, joy, and plenty of Christmas magic this season.
Thanks for joining us for another heartwarming episode of The Christmas Connection with your host, Dawn Mack. Stay connected with us all season long at ChristmasConnects.com. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at The Christmas Connection, on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Christmas Connection Podcast, on Blue Sky at Christmas Connects, and on X at TCC_XMASPOD. From our hearts to yours, thank you for letting us be part of your holiday season. Until next time, keep believing, keep sharing the joy, and keep that Christmas spirit shining bright.